real quick, any comments, concerns about what just went down in there? Like,
I didn't think that through at all. I forgot that if you... Okay, so basically, I was kind of like, Mary Kate is very into it, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just let him go first. So I just kind of laid very low, maybe a little too low, to where they thought I was the jester. So that was a close one. I almost didn't get out.
yeah, that would have been actually really funny. And also
I would
bad.
have cried.
Hey, Jake. What? No, not you, him. Okay. So, what would you say was your best movie in this game? Or worst, whichever one you gotta talk about.
Honestly, best and worst is the same thing. It was my first move when I became the first HOH, because I literally came into this like thinking like I don't want to be HOH the first time, and then I did it on accident. But it was also my best move because it worked out in my favor. So it kind of worked out exactly how I needed it to. So it worked out in the end.
So, okay, so all the guys that have, like, come off the show have pretty much been like, oh my god, the girl alliance is pretty much taking over, blah, blah, blah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think, the thing is, all the girls were kind of, like, friends, or at least, like, knew each other. Mm-hmm. Like, I knew pretty much every girl, maybe not, like, 2 or 3. But then the guys, I just didn't really know any of them.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, I think that may have been why, just because the girls knew each other more going in.
Yeah, so would you say that, what do you think is going to happen when it comes down to just girls? Do you think there's going to be some tears?
Oh, there's already, like, I don't even know what's going on. I was like, oh my gosh. It's like, Mary Kate and Lauren and Maggie are, like, confusing me. They're, like, an alliance, but then, like, they're not. And then Amelia is, like, the line's here and the line's there. And then that's just getting really confusing. And so, really, it could go any way, in anyone's favor, against anyone. And so, I think it is going to come down to the girls, though.
Because everyone has been, I've heard, like, the 2 names that I've heard the most is Alejandro and Anna. What do you think about that?
Alejandro, I think, like, the only reason that he hasn't been put on the block yet is because everyone, like, thought he was the jester. And so I think maybe now that he's not, because he just keeps going with the majority. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how many alliances necessarily he has.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to make a big move soon?
I mean, he may ally with someone. I know he kind of, like, mentioned it and stuff. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, hopefully he's going to have to.
Yeah. Especially with all the girls and stuff.
Yeah. But the girls, it's a corrupt alliance. So I don't know what's going on there either. So.
Okay, last question. So, obviously, you weren't a Cupid dancer or anything like that, but what would you say that your dance moves would, like, relate to that? Because I feel them on a spiritual level, but what would you say? Like, could you explain your dancing, like, to people who've never seen it before?
It's just, like, it's just this expression of, like, confidence, really, you know? What you like to do is just take your worst dance move and just do it confidently. And that's
I think
how
you
it's
should
done.
show. I think we should have a demonstration.
I showed them one. I can do the other one.
Do the fast one and then the hat one. But you don't have a hat, so okay.
This goes to a faster beat than the last one.
Alright. Lay it on. Okay. Alright. What? You can just drag.
I will. I am. I'm going to do it.
Take it out on the dogs.
I am so utterly confident that people were lying to me because I was pretty sure I was fine up until now, and I just got screwed over. And I know that was not. Everyone lied to me. I know. There was no other way this could have gone, and I had some really strong alliances, and I've had bigger plans of going way further than I did, and I'm pissed right now. I'm extremely upset right now. I'm very mad. because I could have done more in this game and just got screwed over, but it's fine.
So, who would you say, like, obviously you weren't put in this position on purpose. What do you think? Because your name kept coming up and coming up
Yeah.
and coming up. Like, that's...
90% of the time, and I'm not entirely sure if this is completely truthful or not, but the people who put me up told me I was a pawn most of the game. I was put up, I think, one time without, like, legitimately being put up, and like once, and the rest of the times they were pawns, or so I was told. Now people might have actually wanted me out, and that could have been them telling me, oh, it's a pawn, so I thought it was, and then went up on the block. But I don't know, I was on the block a jillion times, and I survived every time, and I'm pretty sure it's because I was a pawn. Like, I really don't think that anyone was coming for me. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, okay, the guys kept complaining about an all-girls alliance.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
There was not technically an all-girls alliance. We made that clear. There were a lot of alliances between the girls, but the girls did not gather together and go, all-girl alliance. It never happened. I was really close allies with Maggie, and I was allied with Mary Kate and Lauren, and they were allied with, like, I was allied with Haley through Lauren, and, like, I had different allies through different people, and I think it all ended up kind of connected, but there was never a set-in-stone alliance between the girls, and we never wanted it to be just a girls' game or the girls versus the guys. We did our best to keep guys in, but sometimes it was just, like, you could, like, I mean, when it was me and Sam, like, my girls who were allied with me were like, okay, well, we can't vote Anna out to keep Sam, so, I mean, I don't know.
So, going back to alliances and all that, how do you think all these alliances are going to play out in the game? And who do you think is going to end up on top, the winner?
Well, I think, and this is nothing against Lauren at all, but I think this game was just slightly set up for Lauren to win. And I think people are kind of letting it happen. And originally, when I went into this game, I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to let the same people win. But I got in the game, and Lauren trusted me, and I couldn't just, like, blow her off, because she's good. I mean, like, I can't deny that she's extremely good, and I trusted her, because I knew, I mean, like, I really don't think she was the reason I just left. But, I mean, she might have been, I don't know, but I really don't think she was the deciding vote. Wait, what was the question?
How do you think it's all going to play out? And who do you think is going to end up on top?
I think Amelia's going to go pretty far, but I don't know if she'll win, because I kind of see Maggie winning, or, no, I kind of see Maggie winning, and I kind of see Lauren winning, honestly, because at this point, I was going to eventually try to either outplay or outtalk Lauren, and I hate to say that because I was so close with her this entire game, but that would have been my move, so I could win, or at least someone else could, you know, because this cast was kind of, like, not thrown together, but people left and then got replaced, and it was not the cast that was imagined in the first place, I'm pretty sure, from what I know, and so the game kind of turned out to be like Lauren's game. Lauren and Maggie are like total ringleaders, but I mean, they're good. So.
Yeah. So, to close out, if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? It could be a fake animal.
I'm thinking. If I were any animal, I'd probably be an ostrich, but I have good reason. It's because ostriches have legs AF, okay? They have legs for days.
True.
And I can't run. I'm like this awkward, like, chubby nerd and I can't run, and ostriches can, and I think that's a talent I would like to acquire.
No.
Well, dang.
I know.
Like, quite surprised. So, do you have any comments or like anything you want to just like vent about?
No, it's really hard when you put all your trust in someone and they just, stab you in the back. No, I know I was just loyal to everyone there, but I feel like I was just used up and thrown away. I thought some people were gonna help me out, but they didn't. That's what happens when you're nice. You should just be mean to everyone. That's how you win.
Sounds pretty.
It was just like, I thought I might have had a chance this big time. But I didn't. And to all you bitches who voted me off, deuces. I'm out. Wait, which way can I go? I
I
don't
have a
know.
few more questions.
Oh, wait, more questions?
Yeah. That was good though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was some quality work.
That was good.
Like, okay, so what?
Continue the interview.
So, what alliances did you see that kind of like kicked you out? Like, did you understand like what was going on in the game and all that?
Apparently, well, this was really interesting what I saw. Lauren and Maggie were playing BFF until apparently like the last scene. Until the last scene when Lauren put Maggie up. But because, Lauren's biggest competition. So like, when that happened, and then she got replaced, and it was with Mary Kate, because Maggie had originally thought Mary Kate had put her on. But now that Mary Kate's the one that was her second choice, that leaves options open. And I'm pretty sure Maggie's gonna come back and be like, hey Lauren! Try to stab me in the back, because she seemed very upset at Kate. So I wouldn't be surprised if like a fist fight happened. That'd be pretty awesome.
Really? That would be pretty interesting to watch, I'm not even gonna lie.
It's probably not this one.
I mean, a yelling fight match. So, what are your predictions for this game? Like, what do you think is going to go down? Because obviously, from what we just saw in there, something is going to happen. The question is what and when.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna put my beans on Amelia.
Did you just say the beans?
I feel like low-key she stabbed me in the back too, but hey, it happens.
Yeah.
I don't forget.
Forgive, don't forget.
Maybe, but this is Big Brother.
Oh,
It's not interesting if you forgive.
that's what I said. Oh, wait, that's true.
So, any other questions?
Yes. If you could fly, where would you go and why?
If I could fly, that is a very interesting question. If I could fly, I would probably just I'd fly on top of a really high skyscraper and just fly back down. Not boring like
I
that.
thought you were just throw yourself off the wall and be like, whoa! Time out. Okay.
Alright.
Now you can make your exit if you'd like. Your dramatic exit, if you're feeling it.
Alright. So I guess we can address these bitches again. No, I'm joking. Alright.